Euro USD weekly forecast for the week commencing 11th of September 2023. So this is the daily chart. This is what it looks like at the moment. The daily is, as of now, as far as the swing structure is concerned, it is bullish. We've had a break of structure over here, after which we are into the pullback phase. My expectation was for the pullback to end over here. I had marked this as a very strong demand zone, and I was expecting that the price would kind of react from here and continue with the trend. However, price doesn't have to do anything. Why was this a strong demand zone? Well, because this was a flip zone. It flipped this supply. So when price came over here, we got a reaction, and then price went on to flip this zone and also led to a break of structure. So I had very high expectations from this demand zone, and my expectation was that when price comes down here, it's going to react and continue. But however, price didn't do that, and it doesn't have to do anything that we think it might do. So this is over. Currently we are in this pullback phase, and we've pulled back quite deep into this zone. The only valid zone, so to say, is perhaps over here. However, I've not marked it because I consider this to be already mitigated by this candle here. But if I was to really put this on, this is my last kind of demand zone from where I'm expecting price to kind of reverse and continue with the bullish trend. However, again, as I said, price doesn't have to do anything that we think it might do. Our job as traders is to react to, or rather respond to, however, in whichever direction the price is going. So this is perhaps the last demand zone, which to me it's already mitigated by this candle. But since it's a huge zone, there could perhaps still be some orders left here which could fuel this move. So this is as far as the bullish scenario is concerned, and again, since this is the extreme, so you can be aggressive over here and look for longs from this zone. As far as the bearish outlook is concerned, well, we are coming from, if you really look at this is a strong zone over here, and we're kind of bouncing back from there. We've already we can see a daily change of character happening over here, and this could probably signal a bearish trend. And if we look at the weekly chart, you can see that as far as this leg is concerned, the weekly is obviously bearish. We've had a break of structure here, after which we have pulled back. So we have perhaps pulled back into some kind of a supply over here, and we're getting a very strong reaction from here. So if I was to just kind of draw this as a strong, this is my strong weekly supply, and we've had a nice liquidation also over here, and this is the point before the liquidation, and we've price has caused a chalk to happen, a change of character on the weekly too, and price is kind of pulled back. So for it to be more bearish, to have rather more confluence that now the weekly trend is turning bearish, if we get a break of structure over here, which is an internal break of structure, that gives us that much more confidence that yes, price is now ready to go down. So anyway, so coming back, so this is a daily. We've had a reaction from the weekly supply, and it's been quite a strong reaction, which might just take this out or even take this out, which would probably indicate that the weekly trend, which is bearish, is likely to now continue. So that's as far as the bearish scenario is concerned. And price, in case we get a break of structure here, I would expect price to maybe pull up to this supply, and it's a strong supply zone because it has swept liquidity, and if it leads to a break of structure, so obviously that makes it a very strong kind of a zone. So this is as far as the daily is concerned. Moving on to the 4-hour chart. This is what the 4-hour chart looks like. The latest swing structure for me, this is bearish. We've had a break of structure here, and after the break of structure, we can expect a pullback to happen. We must also ask, why is the 4-hour bearish? Well, it's bearish because it is facilitating the daily pullback. So this is the daily pullback over here that we're seeing, and the way I've marked my 4-hour structure, this is the latest break of structure, and after the break of structure we can expect a pullback. We have entered this is a nested 4-hour demand, and from here we can expect the price to probably pull back, maybe into this zone or maybe into this zone. So keeping it absolutely simple, we've not really had too much of a sweep of liquidity when we've come into this zone. So I am expecting that probably we'll pull back a little more into, if I can just get this here, so maybe we come back a little here and then go up here. So this is what I'm expecting, and this would facilitate, obviously this would indicate the pullback of the H4, and then price would be ready to come down further. Nothing very complicated. However, to say that the daily trend, which is bullish, to continue, I would look at a break of structure of if this high goes, then that would indicate to me that yes, we are now ready to take out the daily week high, which is this. So if this goes, I will definitely be interested in looking for longs and targeting this. So that's as far as the H4 is concerned. Moving on to the M15, we've been in a bit of a range, really. If you look at this, it's just been very choppy price action over here. We've had bearish M15. However, M15 has now turned bullish for me. We've had this is how I mapped my structure, and this is where we've had the latest break of structure, and the M15 has now turned bullish. However, after this break, we've again come down with a lot of momentum, and this looks like a demand zone from where I might expect the price to kind of bounce, or it might just come down further. Like I said, do a liquidation, a stronger liquidation on the H4 to fuel the movement upwards. However, like I said, price doesn't have to do anything that we think it might do. It'll do what it has to do, and our job is to respond to whatever price is doing. So coming into Monday, I'm obviously looking for longs. We'll see how price action develops over here, and for me, currently this is the week swing high, which I expect to be run over by price, primarily because the M15 is now bullish, and we'll see how price behaves. Also, as far as news is concerned, for this coming week, we got G20 meetings, which is happening today. It gets over today here in New Delhi. Monday is clean, nothing much on Tuesday. But Wednesday, Thursday, we got some major news events, mostly during New York. This is as per London time. So yeah, just keep this in mind when you're trading, and we'll see how things go.